All right, Pisces, why are you holding yourself back? Time's a ticking here, but you cannot see clearly why you're not allowing yourself to make necessary changes. So that death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile, and then you have discernment. Now, discernment is saying that now is the time for you to examine the bare truth before moving forward. But that bare truth is the fact that you are trapped. That death will come shows up for people who are allowing things to pass them by. And this is a reminder that your life is too short to waste. So it's time now to start making changes, doing the things that you want to do, and stop holding yourself back. It literally says that it's time to know that in whatever way you feel trapped, you are killing yourself before life is taken from you. It says kill the thing that is killing you. Life is too short to be wasting on certain things, but the thing is you need to see clearly why you are choosing not to live life, not to do something here, not to make changes, right? All right, Pisces, here we go. Here is your overall. Oh boy, happiness, the Nine of Cups. What do you want? What do you really, really want? People always get mad at me when I say that to them because they think that they're clear on what they want. But they're always complaining about how things aren't working out. You know, this may be about having your wishes realized, though, too. The Nine of Cups can show that we have a wish put out there. For others of you, it's about being grateful for the things that you already have. But we haven't reached absolute fulfillment yet here. So what is it that you're wanting? Right? And the other part of this is you cannot put your happiness in the hands of the other. It is your responsibility to create your own happiness, right? But we'll see here. Okay. Shiva. I love when this one shows up. The universe or the world. So for a lot of you here recently, you have gone through a major completion in your life, and this is successful. You're allowed to now move forward and start manifesting the things that you want. But what do you really want? Are you clear on that, right? So there may be something that you are really wanting, but before you could have that, something had to come to its full completion. Now, for some of you, though, this could be still needing to take those steps. And this is why it's coming through. For others of you, you've already hit that point. In the present, the Six of Swords. So here's what gets me, and it has a feeling of death. And that death will come, right? It makes sense. The Six of Swords in the present, some of you may be in a transition period where you're moving on from something that wasn't working for you, something that was creating conflict in your life. But with the universe being there, you should have already done that. That's my problem. So we've hit a major completion here. Something has come, full circle. It's over and it's done with. It's a successful completion for you, but you may not see it that way because you're still needing to move on from it. Or there's still, some things that are like bothering you almost. And it's making it difficult to make a transition here, but we'll see what's going on in your environment. All right. Yeah. The Magician. So the Magician in future conditions, if you do not move on from what is done, you're not going to be able to manifest that cool ass shit, right? And that is what the Nine of Cups is representing, if I could talk right. Let me slow down. I love the Magician in terms of having everything that you need to create what you want. Everything is lined up, Pisces. Everything is lined up perfectly for you to step in and make something happen that is going to create this happiness for you, right? What is it that you need to start making happen for yourself? For some of you, this is going to be like really big ideas that you want to move forward on. For others of you, it's feeling like you don't have the ability to use your skills and talents to create what you want. And I only say that because there's still this need to move on from something that's already over with. But it still looks good coming out here. It's just, do you have confidence in your ability to get what you want this time? But then again, I go back to, what do you want? What do you really want? Your best path to follow, the King of Wands. Yeah. This for you, whether you're male or female, is going to be about you needing to act with, first of all, integrity, but with passion. If you can see clearly the way to what is going to give you happiness, then the King of Wands is saying that you need to step into that position of power and start acting. You have to start making forward movement, but you're doing it from a place of wisdom. I always say that with the kings. And again, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It's about what is being externalized here. Even though the Queen of Wands pretty much does the same thing, there's also the internal part of her. This is more about what is being projected outward. This is about you needing to have confidence in yourself besides the passion to act. You have, and when we're talking about what you have available to you, you have the passion, you have the charisma, you have talent, but this is about you needing to act on that now. And I feel like it's like, let me give you a kick in the ass, Pisces, right? Like, let me just kick you so you'll go. You know, because some of you, I feel like, are still stuck with something and it's over with. It's been completed in a way where it's out of your life, but yet you're still needing to move on from it. Now, this could also be about you needing to reach out to someone who, you know, maybe has connections to what it is that you're wanting, which can be the case for some of you. You know, for others of you, it's about, well, if you can see it, then start imagining, you know, someone like this possibly coming in, you know, if we're looking at relationships. But I still feel like, you know, this is you. You have the best parts of the King of Wands here. And you can make something happen if you wanted to. Okay. All right. Pisces, the hell. The Four of Cups in your environment. You haven't moved on. You haven't moved on. So anything that comes up for you, you're going to look at it and you're going to go, yeah, you know, it's whatever. You may not be that interested emotionally. You may be numb. You may be drained. It may have been a very difficult situation. You know, but I'm still looking at Shiva doing the dance. The destruction is over. And it's out of your life. It's not about going through the tower anymore. It's about the fact that it's over with. And it was done in a way where you could move on successfully, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Because if you were, you would see that Ace of Cups being handed to you. But you're so, like, drained emotionally that you've gone inward. And you're in this place of apathy. It's like feeling nothing. And it's no wonder why the King of Wands is sitting there. Where did that passion go? You know? If you know what you want, why is it that when it comes to you, you look at it like, nah, it's not that great. It's like you completely lose interest in the things that make you happy. And again, I feel like kicking you in the ass, like, come on, Pisces, let's, you know, get back to this emotional state where, you know, it's not about putting on the rose-colored glasses here, right, and trying to fake it. It's let's get that passion and those emotions going again. It's like, where did you go? Where is the Pisces sun? Right? Why is it being suppressed? Pisces. All right, your hopes and your fears, the Nine of Pentacles, and it makes sense, right? If you're being forced to move on from a situation that is over with, it's like the universe is saying to you, Pisces, it's over and it's done with. You're successful. You can move forward here. The Nine of Pentacles to me is you fearing that you're going to be in a place where your independence is going to be taken from you. It's the gilded cage. There are things that you want. There are things that could make you very happy, but you don't see how those things are going to be manifest. Because every time anything comes up to you, you're like, I just don't feel anything. I'm not interested anymore. But deep down in that Pisces soul, here's exactly what I want. Here's what would bring me all the emotional fulfillment that would make me happy. But you don't want to be attached to something that would strip you of your freedom and independence, which I get. Especially if you've come out of a situation where you've had to fight to gain that back. But it is the gilded cage. It is the gilded cage, I'm telling you. I'm happy with everything that I have. And it's not about being smug. It's about denying yourself the things that would bring absolute happiness because you don't see it. After what you've been through, right? It makes sense, but you're blocking yourself here. And I'm telling you, you're blocking yourself, especially with that death will come. There is no reason why you can't make a transition to accepting something that would bring you exactly what you want and not have to lose this freedom and independence that's been gained. You know, and it's almost like fearing that somebody wants to come in and take something from you. How can they take what you don't have anymore? You know, if it's about taking from you in the material sense, I don't see you allowing that into your life anyway. This is emotional. Wow, Pisces, the hell is going on with you guys? I'm telling you, look at it. The 10 of Wands. What do you think needs to happen, right? Like I always say, there's a fucking destination with this one. Where are you going? Where do you think that you need to go to release all the crap that is weighing on you? And then the King of Swords. I'm so sorry, you guys. If this is about a relationship, it's strained, it's difficult. But you've got all these court cards happening here, but this may be all like different aspects of yourself. And what gets me here is what I'm picking up from the King of Pentacles, whether you're male or female. The situation from the past that came to a close, you were successful. You felt like it was a successful part of your life, but the world is saying that it's over with. But it was done with in a way that was meant to push you on a different path. That's why it's being completed successfully, but you're still fucking carrying it with you. I'm telling you. Now, if you're dealing with a person, then they are responsible for the burdens that have been placed on you, and that could be financial. If it's about your career, you may have been successful in the past, but you're closing the door on it. You have to make a transition. And I don't think it's about offers not coming through, because there's an offer right there. With the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups is always being offered with this one, but you don't see it. You either don't see it or you have no interest, because you haven't made the transition that is necessary to open up to better opportunities. If you know what you want, you can make it happen, but you're choosing not to, because you're carrying the burdens of the past and a situation that is already over with, where you need to make a transition. And the Queen of Swords, yeah, you're completely cold and shut off. Devoid of emotion, you're not open to anything. For a lot of you, you may have been hurt in a way where it has changed who you are. And that may have to do with the King of Pentacles in the past situation. It could have been somebody who was very selfish if you're dealing with a person, if we're talking about a relationship. But why are you still carrying it? You know? And then you move into the King of Swords, where it's wisdom has been gained, yes. But where is that Pisces sun? I'm telling you, it's being suppressed. It's like, where is it? Everything that you decide to do from this point on has nothing to do with emotions. You may be very clear and concise, and you may be pushing your emotions aside, but you're neglecting yourself from what you truly want and what could bring you happiness and fulfillment. And it may be because you're fearing opening up to that. But that death will come. An expansion. So once belief comes back, something will emerge from within you or start emerging from without. And there will be that expansion of your awareness of your life. But you have to believe first, right? In the heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. Getting down to what is really going on with you. What are you really feeling? What is really happening there? Why do you feel like nothing good is coming to you? It's right there. You're choosing not to see it. Some of you need to have more faith in the process of moving forward from a major chapter in your life coming to a close. But you got to get down to the heart of what is going on here and why you have shut yourself completely off. Because it is oppressive and you need to get rid of it, because you have the ability to create whatever you want. And you are continuously manifesting with every thought, with every emotion. We manifest our day, moment to moment. But what you're creating here is something that is hurting you. It's hurting you. Now, I'm hopeful with the King of Swords that you'll get to a place where you see things a little bit more clearly. But, let's try to bring back the emotions here, especially with the Nine of Cups being there. but get to the heart of the matter of why you are stopping yourself from finding your happiness and living your best life.